Well, yeah, that's all these people do in this city is taunt me. That's all they do is taunt me in this city, you know? It's like they want to see me lose my cool, and either so they can unalive me, or so I can go back to prison, or so they can have a reason to crack my head open. You know what I'm saying? But, it's like, what's I saying? Sometimes I wish, like, I had, like, I mean, I got family in Cincinnati, I got family in Paris, Kentucky, and sometimes I think maybe I need to hang with them. Maybe I need to hang with them just so they'll go ahead and you know uh, just so they'll go ahead like scare the living daylights out of people, not hurt people, but scare the living day, like instigate them the way they instigate me. But then I'm like, it's not even worth it because all the family that I used to hang with, all the family that I used to hang with, my immediate family, when I tell them about something somebody did to me, they tell me I'm crazy. They tell me I walk around staring at everybody. They tell me I walk around staring at everybody and I'm bringing on myself. I'm like, when I'm out there walking with them and we're just walking, going to the store or going to the liquor store to get some drink or going wherever, I mind my business. I'm like, why do they always say, oh, you always staring at people? I don't look at nobody. I hold my head up. I hold my head up high. I stick my chest out and I mind my business, you know what I'm saying? And I don't stick my chest out. I'm just saying, I'm just naturally like kind of muscular built. I'm trying to lose weight, but I'm still like husky, husky and flabby and kind of doughy. But when I got my shirt on, I look muscular. When I got my shirt on, my little large shirt or my extra large shirt, I look muscular. I don't look fat when I got my shirt on. Only time I look fat is when I take my shirt off. But I look muscular. It's not like it's not like I'm sticking my chest out on purpose. It's just the way I walk, and I hold my head up. You know what I'm saying? And my family members always, you always staring at everybody. You always looking, you always starting stuff. I'm like, no, I don't. I mind my business. Where you get, so the family that I did mess with ain't never had my back. Every time I get jumped or get in a fight, they ain't never, it's always been by myself. They ain't never had my back. But, so yeah. But, yeah, and what else I was saying? But yeah, they taunt me. This whole city be taunting me. It's the working class people. It's the work. It's the people at the mental health office. The people at Walmart. The people at the health department. The it's the people on the street. It's the people on the street. It's the people in the hood. It's the people in the suburbs. It's the people in the middle class. They all be like trying to taunt me. You know what I'm saying? They all be trying to taunt me and try to get me to go back to prison. And they're probably sending the homeboys in prison, the ones that's been in prison. They're probably sending the homeboys in prisons kites right now. I had to say it clearly, you know what I'm saying? I can understand why I said kites. They're probably sending them kites right now talking about, because the last 2 weeks I've been walking around angry. And I see people looking at me with satisfied looks on their face like, oh, he going back. And they gonna have a second chance. They gonna have a second chance to get that baby on and get that Vaseline. Oh yeah, he going back. Yeah, we gonna see some bad things happen to him. You know that. And I'm like, and then I said, you need to go to your room and humble yourself. Why are you letting these people get to you? These people ain't never got to you, but here you're letting what they say about you not being about nothing, about you not being about nothing, about you not knowing who you are, try to make you angry and go back. I said, why are you letting them say you ain't about? They don't do nothing. So why should you have to do anything? I mean, yeah, some of them be fighting and scrapping in the street, but a lot of them ain't about nothing. And a lot of the ones that say you ain't about nothing, they ain't about nothing. You know what I'm saying? They sitting there stacking money. Yeah, the case workers, the mental health people, the Walmart workers, the health department workers, the the people that work at the courthouse, yeah, they stack money. They got cars, all that. So I stack money. I got nice stuff in my apartment. I got food in my, but they say I ain't about nothing because I'm stacking money and I got my head on straight. So, and then they say you ain't about nothing because you ain't fighting. You ain't fighting in the street. You know what I'm saying? You ain't fighting in the street. So let them say what they say. Let them say what they say. Because half them healthcare workers and case workers and case managers and people at the health department, people at the other mental health department, people at the urgent care, people at Walmart, people at Myers, and people that work at the Fat Mall, people that work at, they ain't about nothing. They doing the same thing you doing. They want you to be one of the people that's out there strung out and scrapping in the street. Then they gonna say you about something when you mess your life up and you back in prison. You know what I'm saying? Because oh, he about that. He about that life. Is that what you want? No, that ain't what you want, Clifford. That ain't what you want, Cliffy. You know what I'm saying? Let them talk. Why are you letting them get to you? So I had to go to my room and humble myself. I had to go to my room and humble myself and tell myself, when I come out my room, I'm going to be humble and I'm going to go back to my little soft. I'm going to go back to my little soft self. I'm going to go back to my little soft. My soft got error. My soft got error. You know what I'm saying? Only time I need to leave is to handle business. When I leave the crib, I handle business. I go to the food pantry, the grocery store, go fill my prescriptions, go to a doctor's appointment, you know, stuff like that. What else? Go to a hygiene bank or clothing bank or a clothing store. Other than that, I don't need to leave my room. If I'm at the complex, I need to stay in my room. I need to stay in my room if I'm at my complex. But because it's clear, people don't appreciate me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, when I used to like get in fights, when I used to get in fights with people back in the early 2000s and put hands on people, oh, it was very satisfying to see bad things happen to people that taunted me. So you said it ain't worth it, but it was very satisfying to see bad things happen to people that taunted me. You know what I'm saying? If something bad happened to a lot of people that taunted me, I'd be very satisfied. But the thing is, you get addicted to that satisfaction, you know what I'm saying? And you keep on doing it, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to get addicted to it and then end up in prison. And my hands ain't what they used to be. It's like, the only way I'ma succeed if I go to Walmart and buy a sledgehammer. If I go to Walmart and buy a sludge, and I'm not doing that, you know what I'm saying? But my hands ain't what they used to be, you know what I'm saying? So, mate, I would have to go buy me something at Walmart, and I'm not going back to prison, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, but you know how satisfying it would be to see bad things happen to people? But it's not worth getting addicted to it, because then you keep on doing it, thinking you're going to get away with it for the rest of your life. And then eventually you get hemmed up and you're in the county jail or you're in prison. It's not worth it. So it's not worth it. The satisfaction feels good seeing it happen to them, but it's only so long before you go to prison, you know what I'm saying? Or go to jail, you know? And that's what they want to see happen. You know what I'm saying? That's what they want to see happen. I see them, they looking at me when I was walking around angry for the last 2 weeks. They looking at me like, just as these smirks on their face, like, yeah, he going back. You know what I'm saying? They try to act like they don't do the same thing I do. You know what I'm saying? They try to act like they don't do the same thing I do. You know what I'm saying? They try to act like they don't do the same thing I do. Well, actually, they do more than I do. But they try to act like they don't do the same thing I do. You know? And then punish me for some of the stuff that I do. You know, just simple stuff. I'm not talking about committing crimes or stuff like that. I'm just talking about simple stuff. When they do the same thing, you know? Yeah.